RCB के लिए another loss. Very disappointing for their fans. I mean, Virat Kohli 100, he batted superbly well, but in the end, it was not enough. There's going to be a huge debate about RCB. Is it the bowlers? Is it the rest of their players? Is it Virat Kohli's strike rate? There will be a lot of questions. But look today, I was very critical on Virat Kohli's strike rate the other day. Today, I don't think it was his fault. Like, he batted really well, batted out of his skin. He needed support. Faf was also slow, to be honest with you. He should have taken a bit more risks. And the bowlers, again, looked very lethargic. कोई ऐसा threatening दिख रहा नहीं था मेरे को. And yeah, man, disappointing for RCB. But Rajasthan Royals, man, incredible performance. They are the team to beat. Outstanding. And जो टिक करना था बॉक्स वो आज कर दिया with the top order. Josh Butler, Sanju Samson. Yes, Jaiswal is still to score, but you know the top order scoring runs, taking pressure off the middle order. Josh Butler, another 100 in the IPL. Last ball पे छक्का मारना था, मार दिया उन्हें. Even look at the ball before in the last over, he was still trying to hit it, so it wasn't like he was playing for his 100. वो किस्मत में single आ गया था, and then he deposited the last ball into the stands, just cleared the rope. Outstanding batting, man. He's a treat to watch. Sublime timing from Josh Butler. His shot selection was outstanding, and like the commentator said, you know, form is temporary, class is permanent. Joining me in the studio is two, esteemed guests. I have Mox with me and I have Fez, who both are watching the match with me, and they're also sad and excited at the same time, because they're excited because Sunrisers won yesterday, but they're sad because RCB lost. They don't want to keep seeing this franchise losing. And yes, Fez, how was the game? Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it, man. RCB, I'm done with this club, man. Like, kya hai Virat Kohli? I don't know what the incentive he has of staying in a franchise like this. I mean, कुछ भी नहीं है भाई. 100 मार दिया उन्हें, 180 तक ला लिया. Bowler आप बैगन में ला दे रहे. Like, there's no momentum to go forward. I understand, like, you want to be a one club guy, one franchise guy. वो loyalty factor है and everything. पूरा I respect all of those, things. But when the club is not giving you anything back, then what's the point of staying here? Like, आपको ना एक proper 11 दे रहे, ना bowling unit दे रहे, ना fielding. तो pathetic fielding, man, on the boundaries. Like, 2 बार हम देखे. Like, lazy, like, lazy is not even the word. Like, ऐसे कुंडे बोलते हैं हमारे हैदराबादी मैचों को. Like, आप आ रहे, आप पिट रहे, आप चले जा रहे. Bowlers, again, no intent to get wickets, no intent. Like, Rich Topley, okay, he bowled a bit fine. But Virat Kohli, 100 मारे बाद भी यार, if you're not going to win, आप 1000 run मारे बाद भी, if you're not going to win, then there is something wrong with that management. You have people right in front of you in the opposition team who've gone on to win something in a Chahal. You know, he's come to a final at least with this team. And you have, other players, and I'm forgetting who else played for RCB over the years, but
Shimron Hetmeyer.
Yeah, Shimron Hetmeyer.
Quinton de Kock.
I mean, वही मेरे को तो याद नहीं आ रहा, मुस्तफा भाई याद आ रहा, लेकिन the point is that वही कब तक विराट कोहली सेंचुरियां मारेगा, कब तक विराट कोहली इतना प्रेशर लेंगे अपने आप पे. ही नीड्स टू स्टार्ट लाइक इट्स 35 से पहले 45 देखना शुरू हो जाएगा थोड़े दिन में.
या आई मीन टुडे मैं, जैसा मैं पहले भी बोला, उतना विराट कोहली पे मैं बहुत क्रिटिकल था लास्ट टाइम अराउंड. इस टाइम मैं उतना क्रिटिकल नहीं होऊंगा. आई थिंक ही बैटेड रियली वेल, मगर वही है फाफ टू प्लेसी. आई थिंक ही इज द वन हु शुड हैव टेकन द रिस्क. लाइक यू नो हाउ संजू सैमसन बैटेड, दैट्स व्हाट यू नीडेड. बट there will be talk about Virat Kohli, there will be talk about strike rates, there will be talk about RCB's bowling, fielding. I mean, yeah, it was shambles performance. Another poor season for Arsenal. They just scored, but for RCB, it's another poor performance from them. And yeah, Mox, विराट कोहली के बारे में बात करेंगे. 113, 73. I mean, he batted pretty well. आप बोल सकते हैं कि ठीक है, like, it wasn't 157, 159.
Not enough.
You wanted more.
Yes.
But here you have to criticize Faf also. Faf का भी strike rate ज्यादा होना था. दोनों का I think. हाँ, दोनों चला के खेला था.
टीम में कोई है ही नहीं ना विराट के अलावा खेलने के लिए.
क्यों ऐसा?
नहीं.
क्यों ऐसा?
मगर फर्स्ट
उम्मीदें बहुत ऊपर हाई रखे
है ना. आरसीबी का पॉइंट तो वही से समझ में नहीं आया. आरबीसी रहना, वो आरसीबी नहीं रहना, वो
उम्मीद बहुत हाई है कि प्लेयर्स कोई नहीं है.
नहीं, देखो
विराट कोहली का स्ट्राइक रेट कम है, फैफ का स्ट्राइक रेट कम है.
देखो, I mean, look, Josh Butler 172 strike rate, Sanju Samson 164 strike rate. This is like Josh Butler, जैसा आप बोलते हैं, right, like he doesn't look like मेरे नीचे बैटिंग है नहीं है, उन्हें मारता है. And that's what, look, Virat Kohli, we can't only criticize him or his strike rate or anything like that. Like, I agree, but I also agree with Mox ki, like, आप देखो, like, at the same time, he was batting, he settled, and Faf du Plessis, that's where I need to criticize. He needed to, उसका क्या strike rate था आज? 130, bro, that's not good enough. enough. I think that is not good enough today. I understand where Mox is coming from, because like when you're set guy, you need to strike at 180, 190 in T20 cricket because it's modern day. 180 kabhi, you need to get 200 today. You were 20-30 runs short, and that's where strike rates come into play. But it's not only Virat Kohli today; it's also Faf du Plessis.
The confidence in Virat Kohli is more on himself rather than his team. That's where he's coming from, and I understand. Yeah. ओवरऑल द टाइम अब देखो बाबर के साथ अपन बोलते थे लौंडपने में कि ही इज प्लेइंग फॉर हिमसेल्फ, अब कहीं ना कहीं ये दिखना को लग रहा कि भाई शायद कोहली भी वो चीज कर रहा है ऑनेस्टली, लाइक वही दिख रहा है.
But today, yes, today
based on what he is playing and why he is playing we know very well, because there is no Maxwell in this team. Like clearly he is not performing since like ever. अब 2-4 मैचों में आप आके मारे, उसके बाद कौन है इनके पास? रजत पटीदार छोड़ दो भाई, उनका तो रहना नहीं रहना जिसमें. और DK, okay, 20 balls 8 runs, I get it, because he has lesser pressure, because he has one objective. For Virat Kohli, the objective is to set the innings, set the total, anchor the innings, make sure everybody is happy with the score, so he can give enough to the bowlers. And that's where I understand your criticism of Faf, spot on, I understand. स्ट्राइक रेट का मैं समझ सकता हूँ T20 का गेम में, बट फॉर विराट कोहली इतने ऑब्जेक्टिव हालांकि दूसरे बैट्समैनों के लिए उतनी रिस्पांसिबिलिटी नहीं है, एंड आल्सो ही डजंट हैव द कॉन्फिडेंस इन एनीबॉडी एल्स, and I don't blame him for not having.
जहाँ पे विराट को आज मैं उसको like I'm not going to criticize him, but Virat Kohli is part of the problem in RCB. He's also part. You can't just say कि भाई he's the best player. I feel bad for him. उसके बिना he needs to go to another team and win. No, Virat Kohli is part of the problem. He had Mitchell Starc in his team. He had AB de Villiers in his team. He had Chris Gayle in his team. He had so many players. So and he was captain at that time.
I mean, he did final.
Yeah, I know. Well, he came to a final and everything, but it's not good enough. If you're Bangalore Royal Challengers, he's had players. And he's part of the problem. I'm talking about 16 years. आज की बात है, मैं I'm with you. Like नहीं, आज की बात I'm with you. But आप जैसा बोल रहे कि भाई उसने कहीं और खेला नहीं, उसको he's part of the problem. He's part of the reason they're not winning. Also, he has to also be criticized. I'm not singling him out. It's the whole franchise, it's the management and everything. But he is part of that franchise, part of the problem. आप देखो like David Warner आके उन्हें जिता दिया, right? Being Australian, he's won it for Sunrisers with that kind of team. Virat Kohli is coming into the finals. It's not good enough. I think he has to win. Like there's 2-3 times he was captain in the finals, they didn't win. तो at that time तो players थे उसके पास, मगर फिर बोलते थे कि bowler नहीं है. Bowler तो थे भैया, like वहाँ पे everything was there. Now okay fine, you can say they're not in form, Maxwell नहीं चल रहा, Virat Kohli is leading the team, I understand that, but over the 16 years the whole franchise, every single person involved, whether that's the coach, whether that's the bowler or the batting, everybody, even AB de Villiers को मैं pick करूँगा भाई, he's also part of the problem. He was also part of the problem.
Strictly ये सीजन की अगर बात करूँ, जैसे आप ऑलरेडी देख चुके हैं 38% रन कंट्रीब्यूशन स्टैट, वो 4 मिनट को एक तो स्टार स्पोर्ट उसकी वाहवाही करते हैं कि 38% रन कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ विराट कोहली टू आरसीबी. ना द पॉइंट यही है कि भाई ये सीजन के हिसाब से अगर आप देखो ऑब्जेक्टिव विराट कोहली के टेबल पे बहुत ज्यादा आगे, बिकॉज अब फाफ इज नॉट डूइंग हिज रोल, ग्लेन इज नॉट डूइंग हिज रोल, नो वन इज परफॉर्मिंग, एंड ही इज द ओनली वन हु हैज टू सेट द टोटल, एंकर द टोटल, मेक श्योर दैट बैटिंग के साइड से बैटिंग की इज्जत खराब नहीं होना है, बैटिंग के
अगर ऐसा रहा तो फिर नहीं जीत सकते.
बट फैस
दैट इज वेयर वी आर गोइंग इन दैट डायरेक्शन. तो मैं वही बोलने की बात,
मेरे लिए आपके लिए एक काउंटर आर्ग्यूमेंट है, ठीक है? आप विराट, आप जो बोल रहे, यू कैन नॉट लाइक पुट एवरीथिंग ऑन विराट कोहली, बट आई एम प्लेइंग डेविल्स एडवोकेट. आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू आर रॉन्ग और एनीथिंग, आई एम जस्ट सेइंग Virat Kohli faced 72 deliveries, right? Faf du Plessis 33, Maxwell 3, that's 36, Saurav 6, that's 42, Cameron Green 6, that's 48. So Virat Kohli is facing more than half of all his teammates' deliveries. So then, agar uspe aa raha, then he also has to strike at that. Like that's where he has to. He's facing 70. He's facing most of the deliveries. तो I understand कि like ठीक है उसपे नहीं डाल सकते, ये उन्हें ले रहा वो. He's taking the.
अच्छा मेरे को आप ये बोला, ठीक है आपका बात पे समझ गया, मेजॉरिटी ऑफ डिलीवरीज में तो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ रन भी नहीं मानना,
उसको ही मानना है.
स्ट्राइक रेट बड़े वाला.
हाँ.
अगर आप फर्स्ट मैच से देखो, हाँ, फुल से लाइक अगर आप इतने बॉल किसी और को, पहले तो कोई और वहाँ खड़े नहीं होते बॉलों को,
अब
खड़ा ना
नहीं, मगर उसमें
रावत खड़ा ना कोई खड़ा, तो उतने बॉल भी खड़ना बड़ी बात है. सबसे पहली चीज ये बता दूं. सेकंड चीज, रन बनाने की उम्मीद उनसे ही है, नीचे से किसी को तो उम्मीद है भी नहीं.
मेरे को तो है उम्मीद. देखो दिनेश कार्तिक भाई, फैज दिनेश कार्तिक और नहीं ठीक है, उसको निकाल लो आप. दिनेश कार्तिक तो मार रहा, लोमरॉर मार रहा, या मगर वही है. तो फॉर एग्जांपल
मेरे को ये बोला दिनेश कार्तिक को,
अगर ठीक है कोई भी नहीं खेला, विराट कोहली अगर नहीं खेला तो टीम,
आप दिनेश कार्तिक को प्रमोट कर दो आप.
नहीं, इस पार्ट ऑफ,
अगर उन्हें आगे तो फिर ही will always go back to Virat because he's a prime setter.
No, but that's the thing. He's also part of the problem. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not saying I can't say कि विराट को साइड पे हटा और खाली आरसीबी को ब्लेम करो. I have to involve him.
मैं भी नहीं बोल रहा.
तो भाई उन्हें अब उन्हें खेल रहा पूरे डिलीवरीज, उन्हें आधे से ज्यादा उन्हें खेल रहा। अब इफ ही इज नॉट स्कोरिंग, हाँ
और कोई उतने खेलने वाला खड़े
अच्छा वही तो, अगर उन्हें खेल रहा है वो तो और बढ़ा के खेलो, वही तो बोल रहा हूँ, थोड़ा और रिस्क ले रहा, उतना ही बोल रहे हैं। अब जैसे जॉस बटलर रिस्क लिया राइट, और मयंक दागर को उन्हें कितने रन मारा।
अगेन जॉस के टीम में कौन है उसके पास?
नहीं ठीक है, मगर आप
रियान पराग मार लेंगे
भाई नहीं, मगर आप मैच सिचुएशन देख लो, संजू सैमसन भी 24 ऑफ 20 था, फाफ भी 24 ऑफ 20 था। आप बटलर को देख लो उन्हें क्या करा वो ओवर में, विराट कोहली नहीं कर सका।
कॉन्फिडेंस वही तो है कि भाई नीचे कोई ना कोई आके संभालेंगे, विराट को कहां है वो कॉन्फिडेंस?
I don't think that is an valid, that's not a valid excuse, because Dinesh Karthik is hitting 20 of 8, Lomror is hitting but they're hitting but ठीक है। आप
मेरे मेन बैट्समैन है, आप मेरे मेन बैट्समैन
नहीं
आप जाके टोटल सेट करो। अगर आप जाके टेढ़ा शॉट मार के आउट हो गए और मैं फॉर्म में नहीं हूं, मैं बेकार हूं, तो अब का
एवरीवन हैज अ बैड डे। अगर विराट कोहली का बैड
but
डे तो टीम खत्म।
but even if he's
I'm agreeing with you guys, there's too much dependency on him, you cannot
ले लेना डिपेंडेंसी।
हाँ उन्हें ज्यादा बॉल खा रहा वो ज्यादा बॉल। भैया आप देखो, अच्छा मगर फैज तुम एक चीज समझ रहे नहीं। देखो विराट कोहली जो है, उन्हें जो मैच जीते थे आरसीबी, उन्हें उसमें 70 मारा राइट, मगर अगर दिनेश कार्तिक और लॉम्ब्रॉन नहीं मारे थे वो, दे वुडंट हैव वन द गेम। मैच फंस गया था राइट, क्यों फंसा था? बिकॉज उसका स्ट्राइक रेट स्लो हो गया था। मगर वही लग गया उन्हें
लेके जाना भी, विराट अगर 70 नहीं मारता था वो,
मगर फैज वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, बटलर उसमें फर्क, बटलर खत्म करा गेम, कोहली नहीं खत्म करा। दैट इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू। कार्तिक ही स्टिल डिपेंडेंट ऑन हिज प्लेयर्स, ही स्टिल डिपेंडेंट ऑन लॉम्ब्रो, ही स्टिल डिपेंडेंट ऑन कार्तिक। आप बोल रहे डिपेंडेंट नहीं, ही इज डिपेंडेंट, ही डिडंट फिनिश द गेम इन दैट गेम। आप देखो जॉस बटलर टुडे स्टूड टिल द एंड राइट, उन्हें लास्ट बॉल उन्हें मारा।
आई टेल यू वन थिंग, अब जितने भी मैचेस जैसे कि सनराइजर्स से ये है, जितने मैचेस नए प्लेयर्स आ रहे राइट, पंजाब में परसों कौन मारा? मायंक क्या है? शशांक। कैसा मारा उन्होंने? हां
आशुतोष।
अपने पास जो था अभिषेक।
हाँ सही बात है, सही बात। हाँ
यहाँ पे आरसीबी में क्या है, आप पुराने एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयरों पे हर चीज डाल देके नए प्लेयर्स को
भाई, मगर मोक्स वही आप देखो, आप वो प्लेयर पे सिचुएशन डाल दो, फिर देखेंगे। मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि भाई ये बहुत छोटी, दिस इज अ वेरी स्मॉल आर्ग्यूमेंट ऑन विराट कोहली, बट आप एक बार थोड़ा रिस्क लेके खेल लो। he has the ability। अगर भाई उन्हें विराट कोहली है, I think he can strike at 180 if he can, so then that's all I want from him।
the only thing is then there's no confidence below,
he doesn't need, he is Virat Kohli, he'll do it,
I'll tell you,
he should do it। just like today Josh Butler, yeah he is the guy, he should do it।
stay there till the end, or chalo he's not winning the match, I get it completely,
like he's the confidence for other
people,
yeah he should do it।
the point is to give Karthik, to Lamror, all of these things, to even be able to come in just एक ही सब्जेक्ट है भाई, तुम खाली मारो, तुम खाली पेल दो, मैं देख रहा हूँ, मैं स्टेयर कर रहा हूँ। इन्होंने बेचारा वहां तक स्टेयर करा, चलो बदकिस्मती उसकी कि उतना खेल के भी बेचारा is not able to finish the game। I agree, he should finish the game।
अच्छे खेले राइट, फुल डिपेंडेंसी अगर विराट कोहली पे रहे तो ये स्ट्राइक रेट आई थिंक दैट्स ओके। If everyone is playing
but
nicely,
that is the problem, that is the problem, and if you tell me Glenn Maxwell is going to give me 35 runs consistently in the down out of 10 balls, no problem, Virat will take risk, but Virat to get over the line also he has
एक ओवर उन्हें कौन से ओवर तक खेला?
मगर
कौन सा ओवर तक खेला उन्हें लास्ट?
कौन?
विराट कोहली 14,
मैं बोलता हूँ
14 ओवर तक था उन्हें।
मैं बोलता हूँ आपको अभी एक सेकंड। विराट कोहली जो है लास्ट ओवर तक खेला, पूरा खेला ना। हाँ
16 के बाद तो स्ट्राइक रेट बढ़ा सकता था।
हाँ बढ़ा सकता था, आई एग्री 100%, मैं यही बोल रहा हूँ।
लास्ट के बॉल्स बचे हुए, अब यहाँ पे तो मेरे को
अभी फैज लास्ट में फास्ट तो चल रहा था राइट, लास्ट सीजन मैक्सवेल चल रहा था, विराट कोहली का स्ट्राइक रेट वहीं का वहीं था। तो जब दूसरे टीम, फिर भी आरसीबी इवन व्हेन फाफ एंड मैक्सवेल आर परफॉर्मिंग एंड दीस अदर पीपल आर परफॉर्मिंग, दे स्टिल नॉट विनिंग। They're not winning. When AB de Villiers is performing, they're still not winning. When Virat Kohli is performing, they're still... No. आप नहीं, it's the same argument। आप बोल रहे हैं कि फाफ और मैक्सवेल चलना, लास्ट सीजन चले, विराट कोहली का स्ट्राइक रेट वहीं का वहीं था, उन्हें चला, they didn't make the playoffs। Bro, almost is nothing। नहीं अलग नहीं, सेम आर्ग्यूमेंट। आप देखो, आप बोल रहे मैक्सवेल और फाफ चलना चाहिए, उन लोग जब चले फिर भी विराट कोहली का स्ट्राइक रेट वहीं का वहीं है। आप he has to take more risk. He is such a good player, bro. He can do that. उन्हें चल रहा, दूसरे नहीं चल रहे, ठीक है, बस दूसरे जब चल रहे उसका फिर भी कुछ वैल्यूबल आउटपुट में है, bro. He scored 900 runs in IPL season. They still lost, bro. Like
that also I'm saying no. I'm agreeing with
whatever
there is
my only point.
Yeah.
My only point is as an individual the way he is, as his mindset is, भाई मेरे को एटलीस्ट इतने तक लेके जाने का है टीम को, बाकी के लोग थोड़ा भी कंट्रीब्यूट करें. This is what I feel thinking. I'm not going to be 100% right or 100%. I don't know what I am. I'm just saying भाई if I'm Virat Kohli, my mentality से भाई ये टीम को एटलीस्ट मैं ऐसी टोटल इस पोजीशन पे लेके जाऊं जहाँ छोटे बच्चे जो ये लमरोर है आके मार भी दिए 10-20. At least 180 on today's pitch was not bad. Bowlers didn't perform well. Like there were no tightness in the fielding.
Bro, that's bro. If I'm he's saying Virat Kohli have to do. If I'm Virat Kohli, bro, I'm going to strike at 200. I'm good enough, bro. I'm Virat Kohli. If Josh Butler can strike at 180, I can also strike at 180. Bro, it's simple as that. I need to have a better mentality then.
ये चेजिंग तो नहीं कर रहे थे ना लोग,
नहीं कर रहे थे,
चेजिंग में टारगेट उसको चेस करके वो स्ट्राइक रेट यहाँ पे आप जो बोले वो मार सकते थे लोगों को.
और उसमें मैं सबको कर रहा हूँ, मैं फाफ को भी बोल रहा हूँ.
अगर अच्छा मेरे को खाली प्लेन पेपर अगर निकल गया जल्दी कितनी बड़ी प्रेशर आया,
अगर 160 पे अगर जाए तो अफसोस नहीं था.
रिस्क लेके मार के
मैं आपको एक चीज,
एक मैच आप कुछ
ठीक है,
थर्ड मैच गारंटी.
मैं आपको एक चीज बोल, नहीं एक मिनट, आरसीबी एक सेकंड, लास्ट गेम में नहीं अभी परसों के मैच में विराट कोहली खेला राइट 80 उसमें, मगर उन लोग कैकू पहुंचे वहां तक दिनेश कार्तिक को, अगर उन्हें जल्दी आउट हो गया आज दिनेश कार्तिक को टेकन 200, वो भी बोल सकते हैं भाई. You're saying what if I'm saying he wouldn't fail? You're saying he will fail. I'm saying he wouldn't fail because he so far he showed me he strike at 200. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ, मैं तुम्हारे को काउंटर कर रहा हूँ, मैं बोल रहा नहीं उन्हें मारता 100% मारता, तुम बोल रहे नहीं मारेगा, मैं बोल रहा मारूंगा.
मैच का मैं बोलता हूँ कि आप जब खेल रहे थे तो अपना शहबाज अहमद आ रहा था तो मैं खुश था कि उन्हें आउट हो गया जल्दी, बिकॉज़ आई वांट स्ट्राइक रेट. तो क्लासन आके मारेगा राइट, तो वो एक
और उसमें फाफ की भी बहुत बड़ी गलती है भाई. फाफ डुप्लेसी जो है, अगर उसको मालूम है विराट कोहली ऐसा खेल रहा है, उसको चला के खेलना है, फिर ही हैज टू स्कोर रन्स. ही कैन नॉट बी स्ट्राइकिंग एट 130. दैट इज नॉट गुड इनफ.
अभिषेक वाज हिटिंग, Travis had खामोश बैठे हुआ.
Yeah, you have to. Someone has to take the acceleration. Now I don't know what they have the talk and everything like that. If Virat Kohli is going to continue to play like this, then Faf has to play better. He has to strike better.
I think the problem is Virat Kohli को कोई बोलते नहीं होंगे कि like you have to play and all.
यार नहीं बोलेंगे.
You want understand भाई, मेरे को तो इतना ऑब्जेक्टिव दिखता है विराट का कि अल्लाह बोलते भाई ऐसे एक टोटल का लेके चले आओ एटलीस्ट 16-17 तक ये बच्चे भी आ गए. Even if not, I understand risk लेना मारना मैं बिल्कुल एग्री करता हूँ, but even if he's at least putting them on a stand which will at least taking them par 150, which is not good enough, but at least he's giving something to them. Like अगर इसके रन निकाल दो भाई, अगर इसके रन निकाल तो आप लोग अगर बोलना यूज से स्ट्राइक रेट नहीं है, but इसके रन निकाल दो, then there's nothing for them to play.
I think see
like bulk of the players are messed up.
I think मैं यहाँ पे मैं गलत हूँ या सही हूँ, I don't know.
नहीं just opinion is okay.
I'll tell you one thing. अब जिस तरीके से खेल रहा है ना, old schoल टाइप खेल रहा भाई. Because आप जो जिस तरीके से एग्रेसिव मोड में जो आ रहे बॉयज जिस तरीके से खेल रहे हैं राइट, वो लेवल पे आप
देखो आप 100 थे 11th 10th ओवर में 100 थे आप आरसीबी राइट. कौन थे? विराट कोहली था, फाफ था, फिर आई थिंक फाफ आउट हो गया, उसके बाद से आई थिंक स्लो हो गया हम लोग, दे बिकेम स्लो इन द मिडिल. I agree with Mustafa, I agree with you कि भाई yeah, but again the fact is that भाई if he's not getting confidence from his middle order, as an individual even I would be hesitant to take risk कि भाई अगर मैं रिस्क ले लिया, मैं आउट ऑफ पिच है, कौन है भाई, कौन मारेगा मेरे? फैफ नहीं
मगर वही है
भाई, वही तो बोल उन्हें भी वही सोचेगा, उन्हें भी वही सोचेगा तो भी
सही है आपका, ए भी था, ये था, वो था, सब था, बट अभी रियलिटी राइट
नाउ
सोचेगा.
मगर मैं वही तो बोल रहा हूँ उन्हें जब नहीं मैं वही तो बोल रहा हूँ, हाँ वही तो बोल रहे, मैं तो खाली बोल रहा हूँ he is good enough to strike at 180. he can do it. So then for me this strike rate needs to improve by 20 and he can win it. He can win up the game. So it's simple as
मैं इतना खुश नहीं हुआ when he like hit 50. मैं देखा कि अरे स्ट्राइक रेट कम है, ठीक है उन्हें जा रहा, कोई बात नहीं है.
हाँ देखो बैटिंग उसकी भाई, शॉट्स में नेमार ही इज द बेस्ट बैट्समैन ब्रो इन इंडिया हैज, ही इज आउटस्टैंडिंग एंड एवरीथिंग, ही शुड गो फॉर द वर्ल्ड कप. बट
के ग्राउंड पे तो उसका एवरेज भी 21 है, फिर भी मैनेज टू अप दैट लाइक बाय 100.
या नो
दैट्स आल्सो समथिंग दैट स्पीक वॉल्यूम अबाउट हिज क्वालिटी एंड
बट रिजल्ट क्या है वो तो
या वही यू हैव
अगेन यू गाइस थिंक रिजल्ट इज नॉट बाय one man but this one man.
No, but bro, first I'll tell you why. I'm also look, maybe you're different. I'm also coming from the school of thought where other people are coming. From the last 10 years, Virat Kohli has not won any title, bro. And everyone says he's not the problem, everyone else is the problem. It's not true, he's part of the problem. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying कि he is the main, उसकी वजह से हार रही है वो. अब वहाँ पे तो रोहित शर्मा उन लोग फिर भी नहीं जीतते. बुमराह भी आपके पास फिर भी नहीं आप जीत रहे. आप 50 ओवर वर्ल्ड कप यहाँ पे खेल रहे थे. विराट कोहली is part of the problem in that final. वहाँ पे भी लोग बोले कि नहीं, केएल राहुल पे डाल दिया, इस पे डाल दिया. No, Virat Kohli is part of that problem why they lost that final. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying he is the problem. I'm saying he's part of the problem. He's not won anything since 2013. It's been what, 11 years, and he is not the. I'm not saying it's because of him. Yeah, but Virat Kohli is Virat Kohli, right? So that's what I'm saying. He's part of the problem. What happens is everyone picks on KL Rahul, everyone picks on Rohit Sharma, everyone picks on this. They just because it's Virat Kohli, they're not. He's part of it. He's part of the problem. War time, baby. Faiz, you also didn't say anything to Kohli, even though everybody, not only you, a lot of people said Kohli ka problem nahi hai, sabka problem. He is part of the problem. I'm not saying he's the problem. You're not understanding what I'm saying. He's part of the problem, and this is in RCB. And this is the thing. If RCB is losing, you can't just say कि भाई it's not Kohli's fault, it's the team's fault, it's everyone, it's everybody including Virat Kohli.
ठीक है, फाइनल का तो देखो 11 प्लेयर थे ग्राउंड पे, आप मैं सब देखे.
फॉल्ट है थोड़ा सा धोनी का भी जो स्ट्राइक रेट का, सॉरी कोहली का जो है,
हाँ सबका फॉल्ट है भाई उसमें. या आप उसको
भाई रुक जाओ, मैं डिनाई कर ही नहीं रहा आप लोगों की पॉइंट.
बस हो गया, बात खत्म. बस if you're not denying this point that is Virat Kohli part of the problem, is Virat Kohli, yeah, that's it that's the argument over. That's the argument over. No, that's the argument over because you agree. We agree. नहीं, point तुम्हारा सही है, मगर he's part of the problem. That's it. I agree with you. He is not the problem. He's the.
तो फिर आप क्या ही करेंगे प्लेयर के हिसाब से? आपको मारना पड़ा, मारेंगे.
देखो हम दोनों अग्री कर रहे हैं, वो मैं अग्री कर रहा हूँ, हम दोनों अग्री कर रहे हैं. अब now we've come to a point we both agree that it's not only Virat Kohli's fault, but it's also he's part of the problem.
If you're a part of team, if there's a problem in the team,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We agree. No, because a lot of people say कि उसको side में हटाओ, he's not the problem, he's also the problem. That's what I'm saying. You agree with that? I agree with that. Mox, you agree with that? खत्म. No, so he's part of the problem, right? खत्म हो गई बात. यहाँ पे बात we agree. Yeah, it's not only his fault. 100%. आज उसका गलती नहीं थी. It was Faf du Plessis, but he's part of the. Yeah, that's it, bro. It's simple. He's part of the issue. He's not the issue. He's not the main guy. He's not the problem. So we agree with that. Let's talk about Rajasthan.
He's the problem.
He's talking. Let's talk about Rajasthan Royals. Rajasthan Royals जो है Josh Butler, outstanding innings. This is what they wanted. उन लोग के पास ऊपर के नहीं चल रहे थे, आज उन्हें चल गया. Sanju Samson also very good innings.
साइलेंट में काम करते रहो.
या क्या कैसे भाई कप्तानी कैसी दिख रही संजू की? The Kerala superstar.
Like Captain Cool का award मिल जाएगा this season.
Yeah, exactly. How did you like his innings?
Yeah, man. Like my like.
फैज कैसा दिखा आपको innings? कैसा था innings?
जबरदस्त innings था. This is something that exactly देखो राजस्थान रॉयल्स की टीम आप देख लो, मिडिल ऑर्डर चल रही थी, टॉप ऑर्डर आज भी एक फ्लॉप हुआ, but again Sanju came in, stayed at the ship in the right area, gave Josh Butler an ample amount of time, and then Josh Butler gave him time to settle. So I think they complemented each other very well. Josh Butler again fine cricketer. Mustafa has been backing him since the first day of the IPL. Last year नहीं चले, 2022 was his year. So again over the course of 1 year you can't call someone flop or something. ये भी mentality इंडिया में काफ़ी है कि एक साल के अंदर ख़त्म कर देते प्लेयर को. बट जॉर्ज बटलर आज देख लो, शॉट की क्वालिटी, रेंज ऑफ शॉट दैट ही हैज, द कट शॉट दैट ही हैज, यू नो एग्जैक्टली, इवन इफ ही टेकिंग एन एज, ही नोज व्हाट ही इज डूइंग. एंड जिस तरीके से संजू उनको मोमेंटम देते गए, यू नो काम करते गए, एंड वीजा यू नो एज वेल एज यू नो इक्वली जॉर्ज बटलर गेव हिम टाइम. दे सेट अ ब्रिलियंट पार्टनरशिप, मेड दिस लाइक you know छोटे बच्चों का टोटल बना दिया 180. यूटिलाइज द ग्राउंड. दिस इज व्हेन यू नो योर होम कंडीशन वेरी वेल. दिस इज एक्जैक्टली व्हाट आई लव्ड अबाउट राजस्थान, दैट दे अंडरस्टूड देयर ग्राउंड सो वेल दैट दे नो एक्जैक्टली वेयर टू फाइंड द गैप्स, where it's going to be difficult to the fielders to reach the boundary, and exactly वही आप देख लो, that you know basically shows in their partnership कि क्या maturity है ये dugout में. फिर रेयान पराग आया, and then eventually Shimron came and finished it off. So this is what, like when you have a team that will give you confidence from at least 1 to 5, 1 to 4, even 1 to 3, this is exactly the results you're going to get. And bowling as well, like no matter what, like Nande Burger इनला निकाल लिए एक आधे का विकेट, चाहल निकाला I think 2 wicket. And yeah, I mean they at least the fielding intent, bro. Fielding intent, Mustafa bhai, the fielding intent. You look at RCB's body language on the field. मर गए पूरे, पिंडा नहीं होता, हो गया उन्हें. Rajat Patidar missed one on the boundary. Yes, there I think someone dropped the catch, run out chance miss हुआ. There's no intent in the fielding, and that RCB is very clouded.
वो 2-3 वक्त बाउंड्री पे भी लोग 2 फील्डर्स.
सिराज और Patidar का, सिराज, and like that's what the problem is. I don't know, कोहली का hamstring slide निगल है. because जब उन्होंने मैक्सवेल उनको बॉल फेंके he went to pick it up and आप पकड़ रहा कुछ तो उन्हें बैठ गए थे उन्होंने बीच में, तो वो देखना पड़ेगा क्या है. But yeah, Rajasthan dominated at home and yeah, served RCB easily.
यार सिराज भी अब पावर प्ले में दे रहे नहीं, उसको एक ही ओवर दे रहे, उसका भी कॉन्फिडेंस शैटर हो गया. ही इज नॉट bowling well at all. There's questions on his Indian team selection and all that. He's also having a poor season. Last year power play में सिराज was the most effective bowler in the tournament, not just for RCB. And आप फर्क देख सकते हैं. This is also a huge problem for RCB that Siraj is not working. They don't have a proper spinner. आज हिमांशु शर्मा को ट्राई करे, उसको तो पटक के मार दिया उन्हें जॉस बटलर. दागर को भी बहुत बुरा मारे. तो द स्पिनर्स आर नॉट वर्किंग, द bowling looks lethargic. And yeah, there's huge problems in that team. Like that's where Faiz's point comes true, that like nobody else is performing. The bowling too looks shambles, and there's some problem in this management because you see Shahbaz Ahmed, he was there last year, he could have won them games. उसको खिला ही नहीं भाई, उसको जब bowling एक ओवर डाल के हटा देते थे. या तो आप like वहाँ पे है कुछ problem, management, coaching staff, captaincy, everything. There's a so like the players which are coming out of RCB, they're helping other teams. Shimran Hatmayer, the same guy who was in RCB, they said we can't trust him in the middle order and stuff, and like we can only trust the top order, but he's the same guy now. People in Rajasthan, they're trusting him. They're trusting him and he's doing it. In the last 2-3 years, he's done so well. Yeah, Chahal jo hai, they're trusting him, he's doing the job. So these players are doing the job for
even if you can't take a wicket, आप wicket नहीं ले सकते, economically bowl करने को try करो. Don't try getting a wicket, no problem. दबाओ, pressurize करो. आज भी कितना राजस्थान 4 विकेट ही लिए, ऐसा नहीं कि राजस्थान ऑल आउट करी. वो bowl it in the right, Ashwin bowled with maturity. Obviously उनका तो level like he is there, but he didn't give away a lot of runs. Ground बड़ा है, utilize your spinners, tell your spinners to probably go pitch slower. तो मारने के तो आउट होने के ज़्यादा चांसेस है. डीप मिड विकेट है, मिड ऑन है, काउ कॉर्न, 1000 जगह रहते हैं भाई ग्राउंड पे. एंड कोई गेम प्लान नहीं है, कोई फील्ड सेटिंग नहीं है. फाफ में भी आई डोंट नो दिस इज लास्ट ईयर नॉट, एंड द वे ही इज बीन प्लेइंग, आई मीन फिर भी 44 मारे बोलेंगे लोग, बट अगेन
yeah, not good enough.
And Glenn Maxwell, like भाई, you're not a bowler, you're a batsman. You're not a bowler, you're a batsman. And Hasaranga, last year they had him, last 2 years. He's won the Asia Cup, he's done outstanding for Sri Lanka. उन्हें जहाँ पे भी लीग्स खेलता उन्हें हाईएस्ट विकेट टेकर रहता. आप वो BPL देख लो, श्रीलंकन वो देख लो, उसमें भी कितने विकेट लिया उन्हें. ही इज परफॉर्मिंग एवरीवेयर. उसको निकाल दिए, वहाँ पे नहीं चल रहा था उन्हें बोल के RCB में, वहाँ पे पिट रहा था. दे टुक हिम आउट. क्विंटन डिकॉक हर जगह खेल रहा उन्हें. मुंबई को जिता दिया उन्हें, लखनऊ को प्लेऑफ्स लेके आ गया, यहाँ पे उन्हें चला ही नहीं. कितने के प्लेयर हैं ऐसा है कि KL Rahul himself was also in RCB. He has the lowest average. Now his average in all the other teams are much better. He's the captain of Lucknow. So this is a huge problem. Again, that whole thinking, I don't know how much. Virat Kohli मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ because जैसा MS Dhoni है, Virat Kohli can play that role also. Like get involved in the team management. Talk to the players and talk to the management and see who we should select in the auction. And I think they've had superstars throughout. Even now they have superstars. They have amazing players. They always had. Now, but every time we come and say, भाई उन लोग के पास कोई भी नहीं चल रहा है. Why? What is the problem? I don't know the answer. I don't think anybody knows the answer unless there's something going on that we don't know about. नहीं, I don't think they know either. भाई इतने अच्छे प्लेयर आए हैं. अभी देखो कैमरन ग्रीन, मैं आपको लिख के दे रहा हूँ, उन्हें कहीं और देंगे, फोड़ेंगे उन्हें. In this team क्या है मालूम?
आजादी.
In this team तो
आजादी. Batsmen को आजादी.
Yeah, maybe they don't have the freedom. Maybe they don't. I don't know what the management is doing, bro.
What you see in this season is Faf, again like I said, Faf, Kohli and Glenn अलग टेबल पे बैठेंगे. ये यंगस्टर्स बहुत ज़्यादा हैं इस टीम में. तो एक्सपीरियंस अब इनसे बात करते मालूम नहीं. I don't think Virat will keep talking to them like Dhoni talked to them and explains them the game and ऐसा करो यार. रोहित शर्मा जैसा ईशान को बैठक लेके मंतखा मारे.
Kohli is waiting to management should come and ask.
You don't see that.
What is the problem?
Yeah.
You don't see that like you see in Rohit Sharma the way he sits the guys down and has लौंडपना करते हैं, ये करते हैं, and you don't like. Again, Pat coming from a different country in Australia, he's still chilling with Shahbaz, he's still chilling with Umran Malik, लौंडपने.
Yeah, ये हो सकता.
There's no friendly atmosphere like अरे भैया वो
बड़े there bro.
What's that?
Siraj and
Kohli again दोनों नहीं चल रहे like according to Siraj तो
friendly
Siraj बहुत point like so
brother
like there's no feeling of a team.
Yeah, वहाँ पे
looks like two like mission school क्या बोलते missionary.
नहीं, बात सही है वो. That is, it's not.
खेलो चीतो खत्म घर पे जा. Like hotel में डल लगा having fun like Delhi Capitals में कोई लड़ना का, राजस्थान में चाहल है, जॉर्ज बटलर है, like these guys they all have fun. I don't see that team atmosphere like ABD and Kohli, they were best friends अलग रूम में बैठे होंगे. I just don't get that sense.
Siraj and Kohli अलग रूम में.
मेरे को याद है अभी 2021 में जो मैच था सनराइजर्स और इन लोगों का आरसीबी का मैच था, राइट? विराट कोहली, आई थिंक इट वाज हिज सेकंड लास्ट सीजन एज कैप्टन और लास्ट सीजन 2021 में सनराइजर्स मिसिंग 5 टॉप प्लेयर्स, right? In a Warner Kakara, he won 5 back-to-back matches. He qualified us, and then we had a game against RCB, and we still had players missing. I think it was only Warner and Rashid. The rest, we had to get Holder in. We had to get Saha. Then Saha got injured also. We were relying, and then Williamson.
I am not Kohli just a selfish century.
Yeah. Oh my God. So ये जो क्या बोलते हैं? At that time we were missing so many players, but we still beat RCB, who were fully stacked, and they had a very good team at that time, and they had players, and they had players who were in form at that time. I'm talking about just very recently. So there is some problem there, man. There's everyone is part of that problem, but there is like big issues in that.
Either there's too much divide in this team where there like only 3 people will talk in the room and nobody else will talk in the room, and that's what doesn't give a good feeling when you're working in a team, right? Or when you're working on a project of winning the IPL. You need everyone's opinion. Everybody has something to say. They want to feel valued. And that is where I feel कि RCB में वो freedom ज़्यादा नहीं है, जहाँ पे आप एक कंपनी अपन तीनों एक प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं, प्रोजेक्ट में ज़्यादा मुस्तफा भाई बोल रहे हैं, आप बोल रहे हैं, मैं बोल रहा हूँ, एक बना एक ही है, बस उसकी सुनना होता नहीं होता, बिकॉज आपका एक नजरिया अलग होता है. आप लोग बोले स्ट्राइक रेट इज अ प्रॉब्लम, मैं शायद कुछ और बोलूंगा, इनू शायद कुछ और बोलेंगे, बट फैक्ट अलग अलग फैक्ट से बाहर निकल के आते हैं, देन यू गेट अ डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव फ्रॉम ईच वन. अच्छा ये चीज़ भी होंगी, ये चीज़ भी होंगी, ये चीज़ मेरे को आरसीबी में नहीं दिख रही. लाइक इट जस्ट लुक्स लाइक अ ऑयल्ड मशीन, बट इट्स नॉट वेल ऑयल्ड. इट्स नॉट लाइक यू वर्क नहीं है, खाली एक रिडंडेंट एक आना, काम को बैठना, चल जाना टाइप से. इट्स नॉट लाइक आई एंजॉय वेयर आई एम वर्किंग, आई एंजॉय व्हाट आई एम डूइंग. लाइक मुस्तफा भाई सेड, क्रिस गेल, AB de Villiers, what did Dale Steyn do? He ripped them apart. And that's exactly the problem where I feel that there's too much over dependency.
And I understand, I'm not expecting to win every season or like kill it every season, but there is some look. You see Rohit Sharma last year when he was captain, he didn't have Jasprit Bumrah in his lineup, right? He had a big player missing, but he still managed to get that team with who was that bowler, Madhwal and these guys, and they got to the playoffs, bro. Yeah, they had a lot of weaknesses in that team.
How many times we see the Kohli century on losing side?
167 balls nearly.
तो DK को सिंगल बॉल नहीं मिला,
and that's what again,
पर कहां से जानेंगे?
मेरा वही है ना भाई, या तो फिर आप प्रमोट करो लमरोर को और दिनेश कार्तिक को,
नहीं खेल के प्रमोट करो,
नहीं खेल के प्रमोट करो, नो प्रॉब्लम, बट
you have the ball, कोहली के साथ 8 पे 8 पे जाओ,
या करो, बट अगर मुंह पे पड़ी 2-3 मैच, इट विल बी ऑल ओवर द पार्क. My point is, देखो, even Kohli opening, no problem भाई. Kohli still 90 of 9 overs is still not a bad run rate. 10 overs का run per run rate है. The thing is, after Kohli, maybe then you send Lamroor and you give these guys a chance as well. And exactly,
the only reason the only reason I'm pointing that out, it's not like I have bro, the guy's my favorite player, like one of my favorite players of all time, Virat Kohli. He's done things that I've never seen in my life. जो Haris Rauf को मारा, जो उन्हें 350 chase कर ला श्रीलंका के against, he's done out, and that is why I just expect a bit more from him, because I think he is capable of doing it. That's all. Because by
धोनी आता ग्राउंड पे, लाइक कल बोले पैट कमिंस जिस तरीके से क्राउड चीयरिंग के साथ वो लेवल पे, और उन्हें फिनिशिंग भी वैसे करता है.
नहीं विराट कोहली, या मेरा अब
वो कोहली से नया
मेरा यही है कि फॉर एग्जांपल, if Butler was batting first, I think if he batted 20 overs, Rajasthan is hitting 200 runs. Right, it's hypothetical. I don't have any facts, but whenever I've seen Butler score hundreds, they've won the game more often than not. Even when they batted first, he scored 100 runs. So, and he's taken that to 200 plus. So that's all I'm expecting. I'm just saying, like when now he's batted more than half of the deliveries, 73 deliveries. Wo time pe I just feel that thoda sa that's where he can improve. I'm not saying that because of him they lost. No, I'm not saying that like no to सीधा बोल रहे. That's his opinion. There's nothing wrong. फैज का भी opinion है. मेरा एक ही opinion है कि I expect him to be the top level, and when Virat Kohli is playing 20 overs and he's scoring 100, we should be winning that game. Like whichever team you're in, you should be winning. And Sachin Tendulkar का मेरा यही criticism था, his last 100 जो 100 था, what is the point of that 100? Asia Cup था वहाँ पे, who were you playing? You were playing Bangladesh. He slowed down so much that instead of getting 350, they got 310 or something, and Bangladesh chased that down, and India lost. So what is the point in that? That's what I'm saying. Sachin Tendulkar for me is the best batsman I've seen technically, and I think he's better than any batsman that I've seen. Like in terms of thing.
When it comes to individual players,
but you expect more.
Still end up with 180. Yeah, I completely agree with the criticism.
Yeah, मेरा ये point ठीक है.
from where I'm seeing Virat Kohli's thought process, and it probably might be wrong also, but उन्हें सोच रहा अगर मैं गया तो ये साले बाकी के तो ये मैच से जीत पे कुछ कर रहे हैं, कैमरन वाइट 15 करोड़ में लिए, उन्हें वैल्यू नहीं मिल रहा, तो अगर मैं हटा भी तो मारने वाले कौन है? लमलोर की एक बार लग गई होंगी, कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं दिख रही उसको, डीके की एक बार लग गई, कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं दे रही उसको, तो अगर मैं निकल गया फिर कल को फिर वही होगा कि 180 160 भी हम पार नहीं कर पाएंगे, बट दैट्स fair कि भाई and give them that opportunity as well to shine. And probably I think even changing up the batting order, maybe get a Will Jacks, sit Cameron Green out. I think he's had too much pressure on the price tag already, and people are now going to come at him very hard and fast.
Finally, जो है whatever the next match RCB का जिसके साथ
RCB का next match
जो है कोहली का स्ट्राइक रेट बढ़ाना है, like उसका जो लेवल है यार उस लेवल
तो let's see if Kohli gets out on a
expectations बहुत हाई है यार,
टक पे आउट हो गया बहुत हाई, let's see क्या होता है।
नहीं वो बात सही है, उन्हें आउट होगा कोई भी नहीं परफॉर्म करे हार गए वो बात सही है, लेकिन उन्हें यही पॉइंट यही कि अगर उन्हें 20 ओवर खेल लिया आप तो उसको क्रॉस करा दो, because that's what I expect. It's Virat Kohli, bro. I'm not asking Abhishek Sharma to do it. I'm not asking Prithvi Shaw to do it. I'm not asking even Shubman Gill to do it. I'm asking Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli is the best batsman, bro, in India. If he's the best batsman in India, अगर आप 20 ओवर खेल रहे 200 तो क्रॉस होना चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से, स्पेशली जब विकेटां जा रहे नहीं। देखो और वो टाइम पे मैं समझ सकता हूँ फैज का पॉइंट, अगर वहां पे विकेटां गिर रहे थे तो दूसरे एंड से भी विकेट नहीं गिर रहे थे, वहां पे थे फाफ भी खड़ा हुआ था वो एंड से, अगर फाफ के नहीं लग रहे आप लगाओ, मैं उतना ही बोल रहा हूँ बिकॉज आप फॉर्म में है, आपके बल्ले से रन आ रहे फाफ के नहीं आ रहे, तो वहां पे आप चलाओ बल्ला को, दैट्स ऑल आई एम सेइंग। आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि लाइक यू आर द वर्स्ट, यू आर दिस, नो, यू आर अमेजिंग प्लेयर, बट जब आप फॉर्म में हैं, when you're orange cap, that means आपका सही आ रहा, बल्ले पे सही आ रहा, right? So you have to take you just have to accelerate more and score runs when you played 20 overs.
कैप की जो है जो लेवल है आपका उस हिसाब से प्ले करो सर।
Yeah, नहीं because नहीं, but वही है कि नहीं मैच विनिंग होना चाहिए, right? मैच
की जगह 200 क्रॉस।
अब फर्स्ट 2 इनिंग आगे जहाँ पे विराट कोहली जो है he scored a lot of runs and they've lost. So of course there will be some debate on that. So like
I'm not even saying कि नहीं ऐसा नहीं, what I'm seeing Virat Kohli's thought was just that कि भाई मेरे पीछे नीचे कोई नहीं है, मैं क्या करूँ, but
it could be that, but it could also be that he's not being able to accelerate. Maybe that's not his natural. He's not.
Thank you for joining us, भाई. They will lose balls.
Yeah, maybe.
Still only single ले रहा था. Now is he too acclimatized to the fact that मैं एंकर करूंगा और बाकी लोग जैसे श्रेयस अय्यर वर्ल्ड कप में थे, रोहित शर्मा टॉप में थे, और कौन थे, सूर्या कुमार थे, इन लोग मारने वाले में रहता हूं, शायद is he acclimatized too much to that, or is he used to the fact that Glenn Maxwell comes and usually hits around him, which is not happening, and he's the one who just rotates the strike and makes sure he's putting the pressure like that. Maybe he has to change his mindset.
You know what my point is, like another point that I have is they were 128 for 1, then Maxwell got out, for 128 for 2, right? 15 ओवर हो गए थे, तो 5 ओवर है, you're 128.
Minimum 180.
या उसमें भाई या खेले अच्छा ठीक है, नहीं वो सब छोड़ो, आप उससे पहले जो है अगर उन्हें लाइक अगर थोड़ा चला के खेल लिया, मे बी 15 ओवर में उन लोग 150 होते थे, बिकॉज देयर फाफ वाज विद हिम फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम। उन लोग का पार्टनरशिप कितना था फैज? 125 पार्टनरशिप था, तो लाइक वन ऑफ दोस, बोथ ऑफ देम, आई विल क्रिटिसाइज बोथ ऑफ, इट इज नॉट फेयर टू जस्ट क्रिटिसाइज विराट कोहली, बोथ ऑफ देम शुड हैव बीन स्ट्राइकिंग एट अ बेटर रेट। इफ यू आर 125 फॉर नो लॉस, in 14 overs, it should have been 140 in 14 overs, in my opinion, at a good batting wicket. Yeah. When you're batting first, you know that the opposition is also strong and everything, and you've already done the hard work. You should have accelerated more, and that's where Faf is also criticized.
कितनी बड़ी आदत हो गई, कितना बड़ा ग्राउंड है कि परेशान हो गए, but anchoring, no, I'm not saying anchoring, I'm just saying maybe just too used to that mindset now that he's not able to understand what he is doing and where he is probably going slow, and maybe you just need a reality check at some point, and विराट कोहली maybe वो चीज़ हजम नहीं कर पा रहे होंगे अगर बोल रहे लोग उनको कि भाई आपको थोड़ा तेज खेलना पड़ेगा। मैं 100 मारा उनके दिमाग में होगा, I am still speculating, I can't see.
No, उसका ये है कि मैच जीतना है, you can see in his face that he doesn't care about his runs. That like it's just that maybe he's not finding the formula to strike at a good thing, and once he gets that he can do it, because look, I've seen sometimes where India टीम में कोई भी नहीं चल रहा, विराट कोहली मैच जिता के आता था, जैसा पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ हार्दिक पांड्या तो बैठ गया था, सो गया था क्रीज में, विराट कोहली निकाला राइट गेम, तो एबिलिटी तो है उसमें, इट्स जस्ट दैट मे बी ही इज नॉट फाइंडिंग द राइट फॉर्मूला राइट नाउ। Yeah, Maxwell का भी I mean it's very valid criticism. Yeah, Maxwell को भी criticize करना चाहिए. उन्हें superstar player है. He's yeah, like you know, he has a strike rate of 200.
पाकिस्तान को एक पाँव पे रख के आप 100 मारे.
Yeah, like वही है, इतना अच्छा player है. But again, it comes down to if he's disinterested, then what is the management doing? Why are they not making him interested? Why are they not being able to get the best out of him?
Take him to Dubai.
I don't know what the issue is, bro. I don't know what the issue. And you said take him to Dubai. That's actually a very good call because in Dubai his average is like almost 100, bro. जब पंजाब के लिए उन लोग दुबई में जब खेलता था 90 of 30, 80 of 40, तो like I mean that might be a good shout, but there is some problem over there with Maxwell. There is a problem with every player, man. I think. In
bowling disoriented है. There's no zest in the bowling, no spicy in the bowling.
देखने में मिलेगा.
Bro, look, honestly, मेरे को कोई I don't have anything against RCB. I think like you know अच्छे player हैं उन लोगों के पास. They have very good players. विराट कोहली.
इसलिए point उठा रहे गुस्सा आ रहा है.
Yeah, you want them, yeah.
Why is he not playing?
ये point देखो, 2 matches before यही मैं सोच रहा था. वाइसैक परफॉर्म उसको बिठाए. लमरोर परफॉर्म अपन फिर बोले इसको कैसा ड्रॉप करे.
Yeah.
That's what doesn't make sense. जो बंदा परफॉर्म कर रहा है उसको बिठा दे रहे. Right? That's where again वाइसैक slower ones डाल सकता है.
Exactly, yeah.
Very nicely. And लमरोर तो भाई 33 मारा 13 का था. आपका स्ट्राइक रेट वाला बंदा तो बैठा हुआ ही है. तो it doesn't even make sense. That's why I thought he could have promoted him and
कब नाम दे
जो भी
Siraj scored more runs than Maxwell this season and also more sixes than Maxwell. Yeah, man.
He was like ball छोड़ दिया हंस रहा like अलग ही phase में था.
I mean देखो that again like कभी-कभी you can't judge कि भाई ऐसा disinterested है या नहीं है, but it just looked from his body
Looks
language.
like
Body language. But again these Australians are different, man. ना कुछ तो भी और सोच लेते रहते. They try to divert themselves maybe, but he probably knows that there's enough pressure on him and what he brings to what he should bring to the RCB camp. And as a player, obviously you think if I'm not performing well, I know that I'm not performing well. But it clearly like now he has to show some intent, and that's exactly what's missing right now. Virat shouldn't be in the World Cup squad.
No, I don't go that extreme. मैंने तो बोल दिया मेरा जो point था. मेरा
सब चीजें थोड़ा स्ट्राइक रेट बनाए वही तो पॉइंट था खत्म. That's it. आप उसको ये
But yeah, and the thing is, even in the World Cup, I expect him to strike at a higher thing because over there, so you cannot make the excuse that you don't have middle order. He has to hit over there as well, but he has to be in the World Cup squad for me.
Will Jacks को rest दे रहे हैं भाई. I mean वही है ना भाई. अब क्या रोटेट करेंगे? कैमरन बैठा तो एक बॉलर कम हो जाएगा उनके पास.
नहीं, Will Jacks bowls, bro.
Yeah, Will Jacks bowls. Like again, Cameron obviously a proper bowler बोल सकते हैं आप. When you compare it to Will Jacks, but Will Jacks का भी form I don't know अभी क्या scene है उसके form का. Maybe he might be in better form, but again it's just like Lamroor already आप ही mention करे और कार्तिक भाई one of you guys mentioned that the two guys who are performing in this team, why you so adamant on playing Yash Dayal? Why? Yash Dayal is like getting smashed every game. Yash Dayal. So you get Vaishak and you get Karan Sharma कहाँ है भाई? Karan Sharma तो दिखा ही नहीं. आप हिमांशु शर्मा को खिला रहे. Like
long lost
Karan
cousin.
Sharma has more experience in this game and the leg spinner, man. Leg spinners can take wickets in any pitch.
स्टैट्स के हिसाब से टीम पिक करना है तो मनी बॉल मूवी हुआ था.
Yeah, the worst movie.
जॉना हिल तो को बुला लो.
So yeah, I mean stats.
What happened to Akash?
That is the biggest question
I don't know where he disappeared, bro. We don't know where he's gone. मेरे को तो मालूम नहीं कहाँ छुपा के रख रहे उसको क्यों नहीं खिला रहे भाई उसको क्यों नहीं. वो विशाख भी जो फैज बोला उन्हें भी अच्छा ही है. लाइक पता नहीं ये कहाँ प्लेयर को किधर घूम रहा है.
Management का call है, but now I feel like now just we need to have like an Amazon Prime video behind the scenes too.
Yeah, we don't know what the problem is. There is a clear problem, man. 16 years, there's a clear problem there. We don't know what exactly. We can't pinpoint what the issue is, but everyone is part of the problem. Everyone is part of the issue. Jaiswal too shouldn't be in the team. Jaiswal तो like देखो उसकी फॉर्म नहीं चल रहा, but in terms of his intent, like him and Rohit Sharma right hand left hand अच्छा चल रहा मेरे हिसाब से. It's a good combination. Jaiswal and Rohit Sharma. अब यही है फॉर्म चलेगा नहीं चलेगा. And look man, the thing is the Indian team, I don't want to be a selector. I'll never be a selector. No one will ask me. No one will ask me. But even if I had like the chance, like luckily I would never be a selector. It's very difficult to do that. So I don't know who to pick, bro. There's so much, there's abundance of talent. You don't know who to pick, who not to pick, and then whoever you pick, वो नहीं जीतते कब फिर problem आपका ही होता तो you can't do anything. Yeah, साला कप नाम दे. Yeah, and I think.
हार्दिक पांड्या खेल रहा
भाई उन्हें कहीं जाके जरा प्रेयर करके
कर रहा बेचारा पूरा
हर चीज से तैयारी से आ रहा है. मेंटली भी जरूरी था उसको.
कल क्या करेंगा बेचारा आके. But yeah, I mean.
कल हार गया तो there will be calls on his captaincy
Bangalore
to
have
go.
got 2-3
Rohit
more
Sharma, they will offer somebody captaincy, I think, if he loses tomorrow.
Bhai, I think Kavya is already offered Rohit Sharma the captaincy.
Oh, Kavya, yeah, next year. But then what happened to Paddy?
KKR
No, you
He said
gotta.
in an interview he wants to do KKR. He said in an interview he wants to captain KKR.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Who?
Rohit Sharma.
No, but yeah, like he will be because the thing is, Mumbai Indians, जो है, they've lost games in the past 5 games and they've still won the tournament and everything. But the way right now the public sentiment is, it's completely different now. So there will be pressure on him. 100%. उन्हें हार गया तो मेरे हिसाब से, I'm not saying, yeah, उन्हें हार गया कल तो भाई, there will be calls. I'm not saying that he will get sacked, but there will be calls for sack from powerful people. It won't be just me and you saying that he should get sacked or anybody like that. There will be calls. But I hope for his sake that he turns it around because at the end of the day, bro, he's won something for Gujarat with a weaker team, in my opinion. He has a stronger team now. He needs to show a stronger performance, and hopefully he does. Yeah, like I want him to win, but I don't know if that's going to happen. अगर विराट खेला तो समझ लो we are out in group stage. Would be the last T20 World Cup for Virat and Rohit.
Yeah, I mean वो बहुत आगे का है. You never know फिर इंडियन प्लेयर अगर फेल हो रहे फिर वही विराट और रोहित को बुला लेंगे.
नहीं वही है कि मेरे हिसाब से जो इंडियन टीम के साथ प्रेशर आता, आप मेरे को ये बताओ कि लाइक वो इंडिया पाकिस्तान का जो मैच है वो सिचुएशन में लाइक यू नो आपको वैसा प्लेयर तो होना राइट विराट कोहली टाइप लाइक इट्स डिफिकल्ट
अभी तो भाई
to handle the pressure.
कर दे रहे उनको लास्ट वर्ल्ड कप बोल के. That's what I'm saying towards the.
देखो उसको भाई उसको ड्रॉप करना था तो they should have dropped him immediately after the 50 over World Cup. उसको अब पूरा खिला के अफगानिस्तान का बुला के ये सब करके फिर रोहित शर्मा को कप्तान बना के तो कोई फायदा नहीं.
रोहित also wants Virat, so he will not play without Virat. He knows what Virat brings to the table, and Virat Kohli वो टीम में जैसे मुस्तफा भाई बोले, he just need to drop his role and just play with according to Mukh bhai and strike rate.
Yeah. If I was RCB coach, I would open with youngsters and ask Virat and Faf to play 5 or 6. Just the Mukh भी यही बोला था. 5-6 पे खिलाओ.
पर यही है ना कोच का कितना से है उससे वीडियो ने नो आइडिया.
छोड़ दो बॉयज को मारने के लिए. अबे मैं इतना दिल से बोल रहा हूँ बिकॉज़ मेरी हमारी स्ट्रेटजी थी सनराइजर्स की आप लोगों के सामने रख दे रहा हूँ. छुपाने की चीज थी मेरे लिए.
हाँ और ये देखो ये इंडियन प्लेयर्स में है थोड़ा ये देखो इंडियन प्लेयर्स में थोड़ा मसला है. ये देखो आप केएल राहुल में भी दिखता कि स्ट्राइक रेट का इशू एकदम से गिर जाता. विराट कोहली का दिखता. हार्दिक पांड्या का भी दिख के आता. शुभमन गिल का भी दिख के आता. लाइक दे सडनली डिसेलरेट लाइक यू नो एकदम से उनका स्ट्राइक रेट का इशू आता. एंड वेयर एज यू लुक एट जॉस बटलर, यू लुक एट मैक्सवेल, दीज गाइज एंड एवरीथिंग, व्हेन दे प्लेइंग वर्ल्ड कप्स देयर स्ट्राइक रेट इज बूमिंग. So this is an issue with the Indian team, Indian players. I don't know whether it's their mentality or whether it's they think that they can make it up, whether it's that Dhoni mindset कि भाई जितने भी रन एंड तक लेके जाओ और उसके बाद देख लेंगे. Maybe it's that kind of mindset, but there is this thing from Dhoni's time till now. I've not seen players like you know start off with a bang and complete it with a bang. Like you know like a Maxwell counter-attacking, like a Butler counter-attacking, even class in the way he plays. I don't see a player like that we have in the Indian team, Indian player. Yeah, Yuvraj Singh you can say was like that, but apart from that उतने नहीं मेरे को नहीं दिख रहे player Indian team में in the last few years.
Following KL and Virat open करेंगे पूरा नहीं भाई. No chance KL and Virat will open man. That's like Rohit
Fans
Sharma का role ही अलग हो गया ना in that, so I don't think that's going to happen. They should be doing what KKR do. They need 3 Thullas wicketers as openers and need number. Yeah, वो Thullas कौन है भाई उनके पास? Who's going to hit big consistently? That's the question. We have Rinku and Dubey. Again, Rinku and Dubey अब हैं इसलिए क्योंकि पांड्या के प्रति criticism है इसलिए Dubey तो आगे भी. Rinku का भी yes he cemented, but again will he make the 11 every time around? He should for according to me, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
मेरा एक सजेशन है, आप उसको फाफ को ड्रॉप करके कोहली को कप्तान बना दो एंड उसको लास्ट ईयर तो लिया था तो वही करो. उसको बिठाओ, बोलो इम्पैक्ट सब है ये वो, विल जैक्स को खिलाओ एंड उसके बाद एक चलाएंगे ऊपर, विल जैक्स को खिलाओ ऊपर से, he'll handle the strike rate issue and one down Cameron Green. अब उन्हें भी नहीं चला तो the club is cursed, you can't do anything. But there is a suggestion. I think this is no because he's right. इन्हें जो comment करा ये तुल्ला वाला कार्तिक भाई करे, I agree with that. You need a Tulla bro. You need a Tulla at the top. Yeah, ये नहीं चलने वाला है. फाफ कोहली ऐसा, you need somebody there. Either फाफ को चला के खेलना या कोहली को, अगर दोनों नहीं कर रहे या वो कर सकते हैं आप जो भी है. मेरे हिसाब से आप विल जैक्स को लेके आओ और उसको बोलो खींच के मारो. या आराम से ब्रो, लाइक आराम से मार सकते थे. The pitch was nice to bat on. I don't think there was any issues over there, and that's where you need a hitter.
Will Jackson Green should open
I would take that, yeah.
Let Faf and Virat finish the role.
No, I don't mind Virat Kohli opening the batting, but keep someone जो चलाएगा उसके साथ, like you know,
hitter.
Yeah, keep a hitter there जो जैसा like you know आके क्रॉस मारने तो कुछ भी.
आप गेम खेलो खोली आपका, पर यहाँ पे
हाँ आप खेलो, मगर दोनों ऐसा खेलेंगे तो नहीं होता, राइट? तो आप उसको लेके आओ विल जैक्स को, उन्हें अच्छा खेल रहा है, स्ट्राइक रेट अच्छी है उसकी, तो उसको खिलाओ, उसको बोलो ट्राई करो, एटलीस्ट ट्राई करो. अगर नहीं हुआ ठीक है, नहीं हुआ, बट एटलीस्ट शो सम.
because he is already playing his game.
Yeah,
Kohli.
yeah.
रुक के सेफ और whatever, like जो भी स्ट्राइक रेट पे खेल रहा है, is playing.
Yeah.
right? आप सामने वाले को छोड़ दिए, do whatever.
Yeah, look. Right now,
There's a backup and there's a
exactly
hitter.
the formula is not working. Virat Kohli is a winner. He wants to win the game. I will go if I'm the owner. I tell him, bro, you want to win. We got to change the strategy right now. Our captain is going to sit out. And we're going to go with you. Just handle it to the end of the season. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If you don't want the captaincy, we'll give it to Dinesh Karthik, but we prefer you to be captain, and we want Will Jacks to open with you. And try it. Just try it and see.
Virat is using RCB for India World Cup selection. Virat तो नहीं यार, मत कर रहे. Phil Salt and Narayan play same way.
I think we need to
anchor that open in number 3. Yeah, it's a good shout. मतलब if they can try, but that's the thing, man. Management, who's doing what, who makes the shots, who makes the calls, only God knows.
Yeah.
RCB don't need anchors as opener or at number 3. I agree with that. They need aggressive. And Faf has to take that role. If he's going to continue to captain, then he has to be the pinch hitter. He needs to score, which he was doing last season. फिर भी उतना कुछ effect नहीं हुआ. They just came 5th or 6th, but they were winning games here and there with Faf opening the batting, being aggressive. So he has to take that role. If he can't take it, then they'll have to switch it to somebody else.
Imagine if Jacks plays 50 balls rather than Kohli or Faf. I mean,
Yeah, if he plays,
he would strike it again. He has to strike 50 balls. Let's see.
that's what it is. Like you know, Phil Salt, for example, he was not in Delhi Capitals. He was not striking it. He was playing at number 5, number 6. Everyone was like, "Ki kone kya hai?" And Kolkata, they brought him in. They said, "You play your natural game, play opening the batting," and he's not wasting deliveries. जब उन्हें मार रहा नारायण को भी देख लो आप, उन्हें नहीं चल रहा था, राइट? मगर अब चल रहा, तो वही है कि
all in all, अभी तो भाई एक Butler serve कर दिया royally.
He's amazing.
He's back with a bang, and let's see if it performs.
अगर जॉस बट
and यहाँ पे अगर जायसवाल ऐड हो गया, perfect ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स का एक रोबोट बन जाएगा राजस्थान रॉयल्स. बिकॉज़ ऑलरेडी मिडिल ऑर्डर है उनका, ऊपर बटलर का स्तर है, राइट शोल्डर आपका संजू है, लेफ्ट खाली जायसवाल आना बाकी है. पाँव में बॉलर्स है नहंडे, बर्गर एंड ट्रेंट बोल्ट. 2 आज नहीं चले, फिर भी बर्गर अच्छा डाला in the second spell, and then the spinners took over. So they have a fantastic team, and they're rightfully right on top with 4 wins on the trot, and KKR just beneath them, but better than 100. कल का मैच पांड्या एंड डबल हेडर, पांड्या वर्सेस ऋषभ पंत, यानी कि मुंबई वर्सेस दिल्ली, और सेकंड मैच है एलएसजी वर्सेस
आई थिंक गुजरात
टाइटंस. तो देखना पड़ेगा कि क्या होगा ये. बढ़िया आरसीबी की कहानी तो अभी तक तो यही है. लेट्स सी के
LSG गुजरात.
I think another 2 matches and they'll probably be done for the tournament. So 3 more matches if they lose.
Yeah, they need to turn it around and
now. And to be honest, Virat has more chance making to the Indian team if he plays as finisher. If he could play anchor innings if there is a collapse. But yeah, 100%. Like I agree that it would be a much more better thing. But like Musab said in the past also, T20 innings में anchor करते भी उन्होंने पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट को जिताया. He's done things out of it, but he just played at a faster route, and I agree. But again, in India, he comes 1 down or 2 down, 1 down.
Like again in India, like over there, he'll just have to accelerate. He'll have to just increase the strike rate by 10-20, and he'll be fine, man. He's a world-class player. He can finish games out of nowhere. He's still scoring runs. Like I mean, no matter how much criticism I'll do, like he's still a world-class player. He's a top-class player. He has the ability over there, and I would still want him in my team because he has the experience. He understands the pressure. He's been in those situations. A lot of these youngsters have not been in that situation. If Shaheen Shah comes in, him and Amir are coming full tilt, I still want Virat Kohli to be over there, and I think he can still do it. It's just a matter of slight subtle changes in his game, and I think he can still do it. He's scoring runs. I can't say that he's out of form and 0 मार रहा है, ये कर रहा है, right? Yeah, him Rohit, same thing with Rohit Sharma. सब बोल रहे थे उसको निकालो वो टाइम पे. मैं यही बोला था कि उसको नहीं निकाल सकते. He's a class player. You have to back these guys, but yes, they need subtle changes, subtle improvements so that they get the best for their team. नहीं तो ये बात हम तो आएंगे. Look, no matter what, सचिन के साथ आए, कोहली के साथ, बाबर के साथ भी आते, जो भी प्लेयर अगर 100 मार के अगर आप लगातार हार रहे, तो वो तो डाउट तो आएगा सब में, राइट? आवाम तो छुपने बैठने वाली है. सोशल मीडिया का जमाना है. तो वो तो आएगा, but just a subtle change. I don't think it's that big of a deal. All I'm asking is for like a 10-20% increase in strike rate. He can do it, bro.
Virat was a finisher, okay, over number 2 when he was first playing for the franchise. He was a finisher, he was playing at number 6 and 7. Again, uska jab to role
I don't think he can play as a finisher. I think he needs to play what he's playing right now in the opening the slot and just be a bit more aggressive and continue, because like still he's still scoring hundreds no matter what. Like he's still scoring hundreds. So finisher mein you need you need someone like a lappa player, Rinku Singh wala, aapko like Rishabh Pant hona, Hardik Pandya jo aake phirayega, Virat Kohli, Abhishek Sharma. Virat Kohli like is a player you want in the power play, I think, because he's a more of a boundary hitter than a six hitter, and in the power play it's much easier to hit boundaries compared to after the 6 overs because the field is in.
Throw in a Saurav Chauhan probably in the top, and let's just see what he does. Ab itna hitter bol ke Faf ki taarifan kara uska, but Faf, I don't know how much Faf wants to bat one down or how much Virat wants to bat one down. That's the question.
No, I think Virat's position is fine. I don't have any problem with that because
Faf should be a finisher. Faf can play a finisher as well.
Bro, Faf needs to be like, he needs to score at a higher rate or he needs to be dropped and get Will Jacks. Because like I think power play mein Virat Kohli ka best yahi hai because he can find the gaps, he can find the boundary. Whereas agar unhe end mein aayega, he's not a six hitter, right? He can hit sixes, but he's not like someone who will you expect him. He's more comfortable in finding the gaps, and you don't need to hit sixes all the time. You can win games with fours also. But where will he get more opportunities to score boundaries? Before the like during the power play, not after the power play, right? So,
125, 130 chase nahi karna hota hai. India was chasing 125 or something against I think Pakistan.
No, it's like 160, bro. Was it? Let me. It cannot be 125, was it?
160
India was Pakistan, Melbourne.
20.
Why डरा दे रहे? Was it 125?
No, इतना नहीं भाई, 160 था कुछ.
160 था भैया, 160 था. डरा दिया मेरे को. 160 था और वो टाइम पे
आने के टाइम से बोल रहे शायद.
160 था.
आने के टाइम से इक्वेशन था शायद.
No, hell no, bro. When Virat came, they were 10 for 1, 7 for 1. They were 7 for 1. They were 7 for 1 in 2 overs. No.
I was telling you his old days in RCB. Yeah, I mean, I understand after past 6 number, but 6 number for Virat Kohli, he is the one who fills the stadiums, my friend. And
no, I won't even say that. मैं वो भी नहीं बोलूँगा he fills the stadiums. It's not that. I think he's capable of opening the batting and winning games. He just needs to make subtle improvements, and his team needs to support him. Like Fez rightly said also, ऐसा नहीं है कि like I don't agree with that. I agree that all the other guys need to perform. If they also step in, then you'll see these hundreds will turn into match winning.
What I'm saying about Virat, like same thing which I feel for Babar. Right?
Mike dead.
Right. Mike bro.
Oh, Pandar! Come bro.
So yeah, I mean वही है कि
you're about to rap बोल एक घंटा खींचना है.
I only message.
Say hi to our friend, bro. कल we called him so much, he didn't come, bro.
पंटर व्हाट्सअप. हाँ अभी मैसेज करना पंटर.
क्या हाल है?
अमेजिंग वर्क.
घर गए उन्होंने खाला वहाँ पे.
जी खाला बोलिए.
पंटर पुकारे तो उनको बुलाया.
पंटर को बुला दे खाला.
आई मैसेज पंटर मैसेज में अमेजिंग वर्क.
खाला परेशान हो गए पंटर नहीं आ रहे बोल के.
हाँ पंटर कहाँ है यार? नहीं ही सिक.
He's sick. Yeah. Oh, I hope you feel better, Punter. Wishing you all the best. Without you, we need that energy, man. We need your energy in the comments.
Tomorrow he'll have energy.
Oh, कल Punter का game है बस जल्दी क्या.
तो कल मजा आएगा. Punter on bro.
Punter with Vinay. That's a.
Oh my God! 2 minute silence for Vinay.
That's a Toronto derby. That's a huge game. That's the biggest game of Punter's life, right?
What about DK opening batting with Will Jacks? I mean, everything is possible, मेरे शार भाई. But the only thing
हमारे पास ऐसी टीम है, सनराइजर्स के पास ऐसी टीम है कि इसको भी ला लो, ओपनर में ला लो, नीचे ला लो, बीच में ला लो, कहीं पे भी ला लो भाई, पूरे सेट है. पूरे सेट है. आप सीधा जाके क्लासन को ओपनर उतार लो, मार लेता. सीधा आप जाके बटलर उसको अपना माकरम को उड़ा के मार लो.
भैया ये सब नहीं होता हमारे पास.
क्रूनल इज बेटर हार्दिक.
भाई दो क्या टफ है यार ये तो.
दोनों हेडबैंड्स पहनते भाई.
भाई मेरे को क्रूनल लास्ट सीजन में सबक मेरे को पसंद नहीं आया था. राइट बिकॉज़ दे दे रहा था सारेज को दे रहा था. तो अब वो पर हार्दिक के ऊपर भी मेरे को जरा थोड़ा सा समझ में नहीं आया. अब थोड़ा सा वो हो जा रहा कि सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर
हार्दिक भी दे दिया था कॉफी विद करण में.
सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर थे ब्रो. इट्स लाइक हार्दिक बेटर देन क्रूनल.
हार्दिक बेटर देन क्रूनल. I respect that.
Yeah, that Shriyanka
is better than Mayank. Yeah, Shriyanka Sharma from the women's team.
Then Mayank, who?
Mayank
Dagger or Mayank
Agarwal.
our guy? Markande.
Mayank Agarwal बोल रहे, Mayank Dagger.
Not.
Spinner बोल रहे ना? Yeah.
So even our boy is a spinner.
But Mayank Dagger. Like,
Oh, Markande.
RCB के.
Yeah, bro, that was the best trade, bro. Getting Shahbaz Ahmed for Mayank Dagger. That was a good call.
खाली मिचेल स्टार्क को मारे बाद से वो वसूल हो गया पैसा क्या मुझ?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, उसका किशन का भी विकेट लिया. But yeah, कल जुड़ो हमारे साथ, अभी इजाजत ले लेंगे. Tomorrow is a double header, so we'll be from 2:30, 2:45. We'll do the preview. We'll do the fantasy picks in the preview only, and then we'll do the fantasy picks for the night game at around 5:30 during halftime of the show and halftime of that match, and then. After the first game, we'll do the review of that game and the preview of the second game, and then we'll review the second game. So tomorrow हम लोग 5-6 बार आएंगे शायद live. तो make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. Thank you everybody joining. Punter, thank you so much. आप आगे end में we really appreciate that. Thank you Shah bhai, thank you Karthik bhai, and everyone involved today. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you Faz, thank you Moose. Good night everybody. Take care.